Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Amy Theisen, and this is your monthly metaphysics overview for the month of June 2026. If you are new here, welcome to my little corner of the internet where I translate deep, ancient metaphysical systems into practical real-world advice that you can actually use to run your life and your business. No fluff, no doom and gloom, just the honest energy of the field, served with a little bit of love and hopefully a little bit of humor, because let's be honest, we need it this year, and we are certainly going to need it in June. If you've been feeling like you're strapped to a rocket ship lately, you are not imagining things. We have officially entered what is easily the most combustible, high-octane window of the entire year. June 26th spans from June 5th to July 6th, and energetically, it is a wild ride. Now, I do hope you'll stick around long enough to play the personalization game, because after I finish this overview, we dive into what is possible for you. And it has to do with your personal life chart. So if you don't have your personal life chart yet, you can scan the QR code that is on the screen right now. Pause the recording, scan it. Or you can go over to my website, amytheisen.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see on the screenshot, kind of right in the middle at the top of this slide, you'll see where it says free courses, the orange button at the top. Click that, put in your email address, and once you have logged in, just click forgot password. It'll send you a reset link. You put your password in, and when you get in there, you'll have access to free classes, and you'll have access to the chart generator. It is super easy to figure out what your stable of animals is all about, and then you'll know how the month is stacked, either in your favor or if this is a month to take it a bit more cautiously. To understand what June is going to be feeling like or feels like, I want you to picture a thoroughbred racehorse. Now, May was the month of the Kentucky Derby, actually the Triple Crown. Thoroughbred racehorses are elite animals. They are elite athletes, bred for speed, trained for absolute intensity. And imagine that this thoroughbred has been held behind the starting gate for months, since February. And suddenly the gate flies open and the horse explodes forward in a blur of dust and muscle. It is breathtakingly fast and beautiful. But the catch this month is there is absolutely no jockey in the saddle helping steer that horse. That's the Yang wood horse entering the fire horse year. It is wood feeding fire, feeding more fire with no water in the chart to moderate the blaze. We have all the power, all the speed, but the braking force, the water element, or a metaphorical jockey, is missing. This is where we're going to talk about how you can become your own jockey, take back the reins, and make sure that you're running sound instead of just running fast, because nobody wants to break down before the finish line, right? Let's look at the technical side of this horse drama. This month, the Yang wood horse meets the fire horse year. In Chinese metaphysics, when horse meets horse, it's called a self-punishment. So you can see this on my slide. The box in red is highlighting those two horses, the year 2026 fire horse and the month June Yang wood horse. Now, don't let the self-punishment word scare you. It doesn't mean the universe is standing over you with a ruler ready to smack your knuckles. What it means is destabilization. Think of two high-performance Ferrari engines, okay? Two high-performance engines bolted to the same chassis, but each has their own steering system. So they don't share a steering system, they each have their own. Both engines are incredibly powerful. Both are running white hot. Neither one is willing to yield to the other. They're running their own race on the same frame. The result isn't twice the speed, it's twice the volatility, twice the reactivity, and twice the likelihood that a single minor miscalculation will send the entire vehicle spinning off the track. On a personal level, a self-punishment is almost always self-inflicted. It's the ego telling us, go faster, push through the fatigue, buy the shiny thing, say the sassy comment. It's us getting in our own way because we mistake speed for progress. We mistake busy for being busy for a reason. On the global stage, I'll put it this way, the world is not going to be waiting politely for us to catch up. This combustible window is already playing out in real time. We've seen the near collapse of shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most critical energy checkpoint. Oil supplies, global trade forecasts cut in half, fuel prices skyrocketing. This isn't a prediction, it's a confirmation, guys. The energy of the month and the year are aligned, and the world is moving fast, so our job is to navigate it with eyes wide open. Now, we want to also look up to the skies, because Western astrology and astronomy are telling some of the same stories, some of the same theme, just a different language. We start the month with absolutely a great gift. On June 8th and 9th, we have the spectacular Venus and Jupiter conjunction in the west or northwest sky right after sunset. These are the two brightest star-like bodies in our sky, and they're going to be putting on a cosmic show. If you look up, you'll see them practically kissing, with the elusive Mercury sitting just a bit lower on the horizon. Astrologically, this Venus-Jupiter conjunction on the 9th is one of the most genuinely fortunate alignments of the entire year. It is a window that favors unexpected abundance, deepened connections, and real opportunities opening up where they didn't exist before. It's like the universe is handing us a glass of champagne before the race gets intense. But as always, you have to be positioned and prepared to receive it. That means don't be hiding in your house. Show up and let yourself be seen. But you also need to keep your seatbelts buckled because by mid-month, the skies shift. Around the 12th or the 14th, we have a cosmic course correction with Uranus. It's sudden, it's ill-fated, and it doesn't ask if you're ready. That means expect some plans to change, expect the unexpected when it comes to information surfacing, and what felt completely stable on June 10th might require a rapid reassessment by the 15th. Then on June 15th, we hit the summer solstice. This is the energetic turning point of the month. The sun reaches its highest point and the energy naturally begins to pull us inward. It asks us to look at our foundations. What are we actually building versus what are we just maintaining out of habit? Habits are things we do without even thinking about them. We need to start looking at what habits do we have that are no longer serving us. And as we finally close out the month, we have a triple whammy on the 29th. We have a full strawberry moon, Jupiter entering the constellation Leo, and that starts a brand new 12-year cycle of creative expansion. And then, of course, yippee, we have Mercury going retrograde. Oh my gosh. Oh, going to be an interesting end of the month, I know. Mercury retrograde, don't throw your shoe at the screen. Mercury retrograde, please don't change the channel. Mercury retrograde means communication slows down. Emotions are going to be running high. They already are running high this year. They're going to run even higher. And we are forced to take extra care with our communication and our decisions. The pressure to choose a direction is going to be intensifying, but the sky is telling us slow down, double check your map, and don't sign anything on excitement alone. Now let's shift our attention to the Chi-Man chart. This is always an interesting place to look at what we're going to be energetically influenced by. After spending 2 months in the southeast, we are now switching to the south because the horse is associated with the south direction. Therefore, or location, that's why we look at the south in the Chi-Man chart. This is the year Chi-Man chart for those of you that know Chi-Man. So we're paying attention to what's in this focus box. We have the Earth Guardian at level 7, which is his highest level. Ooh, that's awesome. We have ambassador stars. Oh my goodness, one of our favorites. We have the rest door. Oh, that's nice. That's like, take a vacation, have a nice holiday, sleep in. This sounds great, right? It's about rest and recovery and peace and money and health. But then we have that yang metal guy, that yang metal gong, G-E-N-G, in the upper upper left-hand corner of the yellow box. Think of yang metal as a sword, heavy iron, and when it collides with the earth and fire of the south, it signals structural and financial crisis. So let's kind of unpack this. This is what I'm seeing. We start out with the Earth Guardian, which is all about resources, property, steady accumulation, and health. Heavenly Ambassador is about diplomacy and wealth. Rest is about recovery and peace. If we were to look at this chart and ask the question at the beginning of the year, where's the problem? What's the problem we're going to be seeing this year? The box we would focus on would be the one with yang metal in it, the gung metal. And because it is with Earth, it means that resources are there, but they are locked behind a structural challenge. It indicates that underneath the surface of rest and property and money, there's undeclared financial strain. The systems we rely on for stability are being squeezed. Okay, hear the good message. The resources are there. There is money to be made in June. However, not everything is as beautiful and wonderful as it seems. This is why I'm giving you a little gift this month. You are going to use what Chi-Men is known for, and that is to command the guardian on a specific day. You're going to command the universe to work on your behalf. We have this powerful window on Thursday, June 11th, between 9 and 11 a.m. What you are going to do, if you so choose, is sit with your back to the south, so you are facing north. So you sit down, you're going to be facing north. That means your back is to the south. You are going to calm and slow your breathing down by taking three nice inhales and exhales and enter what we call sage mode, kind of that alignment where you are breathing effortlessly and calm and not thinking about the 800 things on your to-do list. When you feel calm and quiet inside of you, you are going to command the 9 Earth to anchor and activate. You are commanding the universe to draw abundant, stable, and scalable resources into your life, and you are committing to be a disciplined steward of such resources. We are not asking for the winning lottery ticket. We are commanding the structural support to build things that last. So again, this is a powerful formation. It is a powerful command. So you will sit with your back to the south, facing north. At this time frame, it's not a long command, but I do suggest you write it out so you know what you're saying when you're ready to command the universe. Or if you'd rather have the one that I've written, you can subscribe to my Alignment Advantage Monthly Energetic Report. This will give you your personalized connection to the month of June, your monthly Chi-Men Destiny Palace forecasts, your clash combination assessments, 2 feng shui activations. One of those is actually the Chi-Men command. That's all written out beautifully for you with the directions on how to use this strategic time. Plus, you have information about your life star and a channeled message from Divine Source. How to access this, you go to amytyson.com for more details. Your first month is free. You will unlock the secrets of your month. There's a full Chi-Men command and feng shui activation. If you continue with the subscription, you will be billed $29.97 in 30 days. So subscribe. If you don't like what I send you or don't find value in it, you can unsubscribe immediately after receiving this report or when I send you the reminder that your trial is at an end. So I encourage you to do that to get the command for June. Take advantage of it. Hey, it's free. Now let's talk hexagrams, because this is where the spiritual psychology of June really comes alive. We are currently experiencing the yearly hexagram 13. That's what I have pictured on this slide here. This is with us all of 2026. And every couple of months, we change the perspective of this hexagram by moving the line. So line 1 is on the bottom, line 2 is the next, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that brings us to the conclusion of the year. On June 17th, wow, we have a lot of things going on right around that time, don't we? We just talked about the astrological aspects. On roughly June 17th, we switch from line 3 to line 4 of this hexagram. Each line brings in a different story. Each line represents approximately 9 weeks of the year. The third line that we're just about to leave was referred to as fire in the streets. It's been impacting us since April, and boy did the world deliver. We had protests and public fury worldwide. The fourth line that's coming into play in June is different. It's quieter. And that's exactly what makes it more dangerous. The traditional texts call this scaling the wall but stopping the line of the war unannounced. The energy of covert maneuvers. It's the conflict that happens beneath the quiet surface. Globally, it's naval escorts and mined shipping lanes. But in your personal life, June is asking you, where is the undeclared war already in motion for you? Is it a relationship that's gone quiet, where the warmth has vanished but nothing has been said? Is it the colleague who is quietly CCing people on emails and taking meetings without you? Is it a business deal that keeps stalling for no clear reason? Or is it the internal, a war where you've been quietly losing ground to your own fear and overextension? What have you wanted to do, but you keep putting off? Guys, the fourth line of hexagram 13 does not reward the charge. It rewards the one who scales the wall and stops. Get your eyes above the situation, read the terrain, stop, and look. Discernment over reaction. If you feel yourself reacting, stop. Name what is actually happening, even if no one else will. That's your superpower. Very few will understand that this is what the month and July is calling us to do, is stop, look, discern. Name it. And this ties perfectly into our monthly governing hexagram, hexagram 44, coming to meet, also called temptation. Structurally, hexagram 44 is 5 strong yang lines with a single sneaky yin line rising from the very bottom. The classical judgment is very blunt. The woman is strong. Do not marry such a woman. Don't worry. It's a metaphor. It is warning against yielding to any force, a person, a deal, an idea, a quick money scheme, any force that enters your life uninvited, that looks incredibly seductive, but carries hidden consequences and instability. June is a giant test of self-mastery in the presence of strong temptation. Not all opportunities that we meet this month are to be seized. The power of saying no to what destabilizes you, even when it looks incredibly enticing, is the most powerful move you can make this month. Authenticity is fireproof. Wishful thinking is going to get burned. Let me say that again. Authenticity is fireproof. Wishful thinking is going to get burned. Now, how do we pull all this together into the concrete game plan for June? Well, right from the horse's mouth, we've got the ultimate game plan for you. 5 absolutely must-dos and 5 things to avoid. Things to do. Step into visibility before June 10th. We have auxiliary stars, Duke Arrival, and General Star active early, so show up, take space, and pitch your ideas. The spotlight is on. Get into it. Number 2 is claim your value. Ask for a raise, negotiate the contract, or request the recognition that you deserve. We have the Golden Chest Auxiliary Star rewarding those who claim their worth, not those who wait quietly in the corner. Remember, if you followed me, I have always said, period 9, don't let yourself be a doormat. You need to stand up, raise your hand, and be seen. Number 3 is audit your contracts and partnerships. Look for the soft spots and ambiguous clause. The hexagram this month rewards those who close their own gaps before someone else finds them and or exploits them. Number 4, have the tough conversations early. You're supported at the beginning of the month. The Hidden Corpse auxiliary star loves unspoken tension, and it is at play in June. So address relational static directly and kindly before it festers into the major blow up. And then number 5, use the summer solstice on June 21st deliberately. Put it in your calendar. It's Father's Day here in America. Block out time for deep, honest reflection and ask yourself, am I running sound or am I just running fast? Also known as, am I busy for a really good reason or am I just busy to be busy? Because when you ask somebody, how are you? Oh my gosh, I'm so busy. Busy doing what? June needs you to understand why you're busy and is it the right kind of busy? So let's look at what the horse wants us to avoid. Number 1, do not commit on excitement alone. Oh, this plays right into that hexagram. If a proposal lands in your inbox out of nowhere and looks too good to be true, investigate, pause, probably don't pursue. The devil is in the details this month, my friends. We need to be careful when something looks amazingly positive. Slow down. Number 2, don't wait for a perfect consensus. We have the Grand Duke and the General stars that are working with us. These guys tax the hesitant. Indecision is still a decision. And this month, it is a very expensive one. So if you decide not to do something, that's still a decision. Therefore, don't wait for perfect consensus. You need to make decisions clearly for you this month. Number 3, don't scatter your resources. The horse self-punishment doubles volatility. So if you're trying to run 5 different businesses or projects or date 5 different people, this is going to lead you to burnout. Focus on what is already structurally sound. Make the choice, get focused. Number 4, don't ignore your body's early warning signs. The health stars are with us this month, sword edge and your punishment. If you're exhausted, rest is not a luxury, it is basic maintenance. If you are having a little bit of an emotional crisis this month, be gentle. It is likely going to happen because of the volatility of emotions this month. And then number 5, do not bypass the inner work with spiritual jargon. I see a lot of that out there. June's fire wants raw, it wants real, it wants the real reckoning, not performed reflection for social media. Be honest with yourself. What is it that you need to release? Because as we head into the wood goat of July, some things are going to be shifting and changing, and it is time for you to release some of the things that are no longer serving. So start to identify them earlier rather than waiting. So let me give you the arc of the month. Because June doesn't hit us all at once, it unfolds in 3 distinct phases. That if you understand the rhythm, you can ride this horse instead of getting thrown off. So phase 1 is the ignition, June 15th through about the 14th. This is the launch window. The gate opens, the horse is exploding forward, universe is basically handing you a megaphone. Venus and Jupiter are conjuncting. They're the 2 most generous planets in the sky, kissing each other, saying, go, now, yes! You've got the Duke's arrival and the Golden Lock Star backing you up. This is when you step into visibility. You pitch the thing, you launch the thing, you have the conversations you've been rehearsing in the shower for 3 weeks. The first 10 days of the month carry more momentum than some months have in their entire 30 days. Use them. Then we move into phase 2, course correction, roughly the 12th or 14th through the 21st. This is when it gets interesting. Information, disruption, plot twist you didn't see coming. This is not a disaster. This is a recalibration. Think of it like the horse is hitting the first turn on the track. You don't keep running straight, you adjust. The summer solstice on the 21st is the pivot point. Maximum light, maximum clarity. Pull your focus inward and ask yourself one honest question. Am I running sound or am I just running fast? I just mentioned that a minute ago. There is a difference. This is the phase where you find it. And then phase 3 is the reckoning. This is June 22nd through roughly the 22nd through July 6th. This is the final stretch. We're coming down the stretch. The full strawberry moon is rising on the 29th. Mercury goes retrograde the same day. Yippee, that's a lot of energy converging. The message is simple. Slow down. I know the horse in you doesn't want to hear it, but this is where you double check your map. You reread the contract. You don't sign anything on excitement alone. Whatever is structurally sound, whatever you built with integrity in phase 1 and phase 2, that's what accelerates into July. Everything else, let it fall away. It was never yours to carry. 3 phases: ignition, correction, reckoning. That is June. Now, let's get into the personal side of the month. This is going to show you how you are going to be riding your horse. This is where you grab your life chart and find out if you're going to be in control of that horse or if you might get bucked off. So grab that life chart. If you don't have yours, go back to the beginning of this video, scan the QR code or sign into my website and grab it. You are going to figure out what the 4 animals in your stable are, and then we're going to compare what the month has in store for you. So we're going to start with just a recap of what the horse is all about. This month, a horse is what we call a cardinal animal. It has mostly fire energy, so pure fire energy plus some earth in it. It is the height of our summer season. This is why we say it's fire feeding, but wood feeding fire, feeding more fire. Goes through June 5th through to July 6th. The clash animal is the rat, direct opposition to the horse. The harm animal is the ox, also has opposition to the horse. The one that loves the horse very much, the special friend, is the goat. And the 3 harmony, like the 3 musketeers, are the tiger, horse, and dog, and they pop out an additional fire. How do you find the animals in your stable? You look here in your chart where it says hour, day, month, year, and even luck pillar. That's the cycle of energy you're going through right now in your life. Those are the animals you're looking at. You may have up to 5 different ones. You could have 2 different ones like me, or any combination in between. You most likely do not have all 5 the same. If you do, please let me know. I'd love to see your chart. I'd love to take a look at that. Each one of the locations of those animals is impacting a different part of your life. So this graphic here gives you an idea of how how the horse will be influencing you depending on where the animal that is combining or clashing or harming is located. And I'll explain that in just a minute. So let's talk about the rat. If you look at your stable of animals and you see that you were born the day of the rat, or if you happen to be born in December, you were born the month of the rat, or if you were born around midnight, you were born the hour of the rat, you have a clash this month. Clashes are something we can see coming. The way you handle them and work with them is you make some sort of change in the aspect of life that the clash is affecting you. So therefore you go back and you look at where your rat is and what aspect of life it's affecting you. In the general sense, the horse is fire, the rat is water. Can you see why it's a clash? If you have the rat, this is actually a clash outward. Your rat, water, is controlling the fire in the horse. Well, not really that well, because the fire is so strong this month. But just know that you are mostly in control of that clash. Now, the way this clash can show up is issues with heart, blood pressure, passion, explosive and volatile emotions. You could have some instability, the ups and downs. You solve one problem and another comes up, and all you seem like you're doing is solving one problem and then another problem and then another problem and then another problem. It's okay. It just means you really aren't in sync with the month. And if you have some major decisions to make, I would suggest, depending on where the rat is located, that you maybe wait for another month that's a little bit better for you before you make the final decision. Again, this is where you are looking. So next we're going to look for the ox. If you have an ox in your year, month, day, hour, or luck cycle, this one pertains to you. This is the harm animal. All harms result in emotional issues. Specifically, a harm between the ox and the horse can manifest as you being impatient. Pay attention and know, oh, I am so impatient right now. I wonder why. Oh, it's because of the harm. Then you can consciously make a decision to be more patient. It can also result in missed opportunities. That means you need to be paying more close attention to things that are crossing your plate and doing your due diligence. Emotional setbacks in areas that it affects. So if it's in the year, it affects something different versus if it was in your day. Okay, this is also a month where people may be gossiping behind your back. Who cares? If you have something for them to gossip about you, that means you've got something great going on and they don't have interesting enough lives. Now, if you have the goat, you have the best friend of the horse. You guys are the three musketeers. You guys are the besties of all. And when the horse and the goat come together, it creates what's called the sun-moon formation. So the horse is the sun, the goat is the moon. So day, night, kind of like the snake where we saw the moon and the sun at the same time. This is a fast-acting combination. Something happens quickly. The element flashing is fire. So think of like a backdraft in a fire, or the magician's fire paper, which just flares and then is gone. The three harmony is the tiger and the dog. So if you have tiger and or dog in your personal chart, you will have the complete three harmony or a partial three harmony this month. This pops out an additional fire element. Three musketeers, best friends. So if you have goat, tiger, and or dog this month, you've got the best friends of the horse. You are VIPs in June. It means that you will receive support and help, possible good news. It's a great month for you to get out and network, meet new people, strengthen existing relationships, create new relationships, because you have the power of the VIP. Now, if you've liked learning a little bit about how this month is affecting you, you will love the free courses on my website, amytyson.com. Go to that website, create an account. You will get access to the chart generator, 2 chart generators actually, and 3 free classes where you'll find out about your life star, your day master, and your guardian of destiny. This is all information about you, understanding you at a deeper level so that you can make better decisions and choices and understand why you do the things and why you are the way you are. So those are all free on my website. Now, the last formation, I talked about it already at the global level. Now I want to talk about it at a personal level. If you have a horse in your chart, and we now have a horse month, this is creating a personal self-punishment. A self-punishment is something you do to yourself to punish yourself. An easy example would be smoking. Everyone knows now that smoking is not good for you, yet there are still people that smoke. That's a self-punishment. You know you shouldn't, but you do. Self-punishments center around self-love. This could be a month where you forget about yourself, you betray yourself, you neglect yourself, you sacrifice yourself for somebody else. You say yes to too many things. You say you will do something, and then when it comes right down to it, you realize how much you have to sacrifice in order to do it. This is a month where I want you paying attention, if you have a horse in your chart, that you're sacrificing something or allowing yourself to be enslaved to something at your own detriment. So that is the self-punishment. Now, last month, during this exact video for May, I put out what I was predicting was a potential. This was my watch list, so I'm just checking to see how things shaped up. Publicly allied country starts airing grievances against a longtime partner. We indeed saw that. Specifically with the war in Iran, we have partners in Europe who have started withdrawing support and going in that direction. We'll talk more about that in a second. The other one was the first real crack potentially showing up in the AI sector valuation, and that indeed did happen as well. You can do a quick search on that and you can see how that all shaped up. The third one was all about a personal one. If you had the urge to cut something off permanently, I said just wait 30 days and the urge will go away. You're almost past that 30-day waiting period as we go into June. Something you thought you wanted to completely step out of in May, you maybe will have second thoughts in June. So here's my watch list for June. June is where cracks deepen. There's a very strong signal that there is an alliance relationship that is going to break more openly than it did in May. So May is when it started. This is where it's going to get deeper. Not a full rupture of the relationship, but a formal, documented public withdrawal of something that's concrete. Maybe it's military cooperation or intelligence sharing or trade commitment. This is the energetic undercurrent all month. It will be visible by month's end. So that is something to pay attention to. That's something that I'm seeing is a big possibility. And then it is also quite likely that someone is going to arrive on the scene with force and visibility. This is somebody who cannot and will not be ignored, and who either leads decisively or destabilizes the room they enter. So expect a political or institutional figure this month to emerge or reassert themselves in June in a way that demands response. Someone who comes to meet the existing power structure and forces it to either adapt or resist. So that is the two things. There's actually more I see, but these are the two that I am going to put out there as my predictions, I guess I'll call them, or things that we're most likely to see in June. So here's my final thoughts. June is not a month to brace against. It is a month to be used. Remember, there's money to be made. There is lots of opportunity this month. Just choose wisely. The fire that destabilizes the unprepared is the exact same fire that will actively accelerate everything that you have built with integrity. So, my beautiful friends, are you merely fast, or are you genuinely sound? Answer that honestly. Take back your reins and let's ride this energy together. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below telling me where the horse energy is showing up in your chart, and share this video with someone who needs a little cosmic jockeying this month. I'm Amy Tyson. I love you. I believe in you. I will see you on the next video, and bye for now.